evening. Live from New York, the CC Radio Network is proud to bring you tonight's show, The Rebellious Rev and the Doc, where we talk about religion like you've never heard before. There's no evangelists here, just talk about religion with a twist. So let's get started and have some fun. Welcome our hosts for tonight, The Rebellious Rev and the Doc.
Well, where are you?
There is no heaven. There is no hell. There is only this world and its dark reflection. And we do not know in which of the two worlds we are.
Yes, we do. We are live.
Yes, and guess who's back? Live.
Live.
Right here from Oceanside.
It's the Rebellious Rev.
But more important, it's his sidekick, the return of the Doc.
All right.
Yes, his sidekick.
Welcome back, Doc.
I actually made it into the studio today.
Yeah, and it's cold outside,
oh, it's
baby.
Frigid. It's frigid, boy.
Oh, boy. That's why he named the show Sex, Music, Politics, and God.
Well, the sex was only to draw in the listeners, but if you read till the bottom, it says, I just threw that in.
Yeah. I decided to
get everybody's attention.
Well, I figured as long as it's there, we're going to talk about sex tonight.
Well, you see, we could, but, let's save that for later. Meanwhile, I wanted to wish all of our Catholic listeners, hope you had a good Ash Wednesday, the beginning of Lent. And it's the 40 days before Easter Sunday. Of course, the Rebellious Rev knew all that. He learned about that in Reverend School, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay.
See, but they don't teach that at the Reverend School I went to.
Oh. But, in fact, at work, it's my understanding that the Rev was asking some of his coworkers why they had the dirt on their forehead,
Yeah, but that was on Wednesday they had it
I said Wednesday.
Oh.
You don't listen. Your own show. You're not listening.
Of course I'm listening.
Come on.
I'm listening to the hockey game. I mean, you.
Well, then you're reading lips because I have it on mute.
Ah.
But, we hope we have a good show for you today. We'll be plugging some iPlugger singers as the Rev and Felix generally do. We'll be discussing some religion along with Lent. A couple of weeks ago, I raised a couple of questions that were never really answered, and I think we'll bring them up again for discussion.
Yeah, maybe somebody could actually answer them.
Well, it would be nice. The challenge is not going to be with us tonight. He has a prior engagement, and we got a lot of politics and news to discuss.
But before we do that...
Tell me you want to start with a song.
No, I want to plug my services. I haven't done anything, My wedding services.
I thought you only do that when the weather gets nicer, in the springtime and summer.
No, I want to do tell our audience that I do perform weddings, but only from Florida down south.
You tell people that you'll bury them too?
Excuse me?
You'll bury them too, right?
From Florida down south. No further than Central America. We don't want to get any of those mosquito bites on us.
You don't want Central and South America then?
I said,
you said no farther then, but you don't even want to go there.
I said no farther than Central. But again, I really don't have a problem. I'm not going to get pregnant. And anybody I bring with me, I'm sure is not going to get pregnant.
Well, anybody can catch it, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, But catching,
you don't have to worry about birth defects. Let's put it that way.
Catching is no big deal. It's the birth defects you got to worry about. So anyway, again, I provide my services free. The only thing I ask for is transportation down.
How can you advertise without giving people a phone number to reach you?
Oh, because I never know what my phone number is. That's what you're here.
That's because you changed the number so many times.
Yeah, but
516-336-8510.
Yep. So if anybody's interested in having any kind of any religion you want, because I am an interfaith minister, so and also a interfaith rabbi, anything you want, I can do. But as I said, you do have to pay the price of the trip down there and my stay while I'm there, and I'll perform the services for free.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think so too. Anyway, that's the end of that. Also, next thing I want to do is don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the show, if you're on Spreaker, check out that you like it, and if you're on Block Talk Radio, check follow
that little
us.
Heart. The little
follow
heart.
us.
Isn't that little heart? Where's that heart on Spreaker?
That's the Spreaker. Spreaker is the heart. Block and also follow. Or you can also follow us. Also, that's great. And on Blog Talk Radio, you could follow us. I don't remember if there's a heart on them. And if you're listening to us on iHeart or iTunes or TuneIn.
Turn on, tune in, drop out. Who said that? Back in the 60s.
What was it?
Turn on, tune in, drop out.
Who?
Timothy Leary. Tune in, turn on, drop out.
As he was smoking his weed.
Well, no, that was all LSD.
LSD, whatever he was doing. But anyway, so that's what we want to tell everybody, that we are here to entertain you. We're here to provide our services, and we ask nothing in return. We ask for no donations.
Well, what we would like is for people to listen to us.
The donation is put down that you follow us, put down that you like us, and of course listen to us. Talk on the chat room. We have two chat rooms open.
That's right. You didn't tell them that the chat room was open.
2 chat rooms open, and
don't be shy.
Don't be shy. And the other thing is, don't be surprised if there are not that many people on the chat rooms, because since this is a pod, actually more than anything else, most of our listeners do listen to us
after the fact. Yeah,
after the fact, by downloading the program or listening to us on the web pages and stuff like that.
I know my friend down in Florida says he can't stop laughing when he listens to us.
Yeah,
he said, we're the funniest thing on radio.
Yeah, because he knows we're a bunch of fools.
That's it.
Yeah. And the more we make fools of ourselves, the more he likes it.
He sits and sips his Starbucks coffee, and the women go by, and he's laughing, and they want to know what he's laughing at. So he puts it on, and they listen to us.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
And then there's what do you listen to that crap for? No, we are here to entertain you. Mark,
let me entertain you. Let me make you smile. Now, who sang that? You remember?
No.
Gypsy Rose Lee.
Gypsy Rose Lee. That's.
What kind of man of the cloth are you? Don't you know any of this stuff?
This is dirty stuff. This is.
Oh my God.
I don't get involved in that.
Oh jeez. I don't know.
I don't know. You'll find out what kind of man of the cloth later when I give our sermon about sex today.
Well, you mean you're talking about your loincloth? I'm not interested in your loincloth, you know. But ladies and gentlemen, this was a big week in politics, you know. Tuesday was the New Hampshire primary, and Bernie came out real big. He won by 22 points. Of course, his victory was expected, okay, but I don't think the margin was expected. He won by the largest plurality ever in a New Hampshire primary. A lot of people chalk it up to the fact that Vermont is bordering on New Hampshire, but that still doesn't account for all of those votes and support.
Now here's the problem. Hillary and him are tied, basically, on delegates.
Well, she has like 44, he has 38. But,
So, well,
they assume that Hillary's going to take South Carolina. They say Bernie has a good chance of getting Nevada.
yeah, but how does she have more than him when he's got the plurality vote everywhere?
Because she won the majority. She won 22 in Iowa, and she got 20 in whatchamacallit, or 22 in New Hampshire, or something to that effect. I don't know. But then they started talking about super delegates and everything, which doesn't come until later at the end.
No, they said she got 6 super delegates. That's why she's ahead.
Okay.
Which is not fair. I mean, what is... These people are just vote for whoever they want.
No, it's almost like a closed society. Nobody knows very much about the superdelegates,
Yeah.
I think they come from Krypton,
I don't know, but they said that because of the superdelegates, she's ahead of him. Even though he basically tied her in Ohio.
Well, he went ahead of her in popular vote, between the two states. But the popular vote doesn't determine, the president. Because if it did, Al Gore would have beat George Bush.
Yeah, but this is the primaries. At least you would think if you beat somebody by so many points and tie them in another state, that you have as many delegates.
It's only the beginning. It doesn't make a difference.
And
but
meanwhile,
they say Bernie has a pretty decent chance of taking Nevada because it's a big
liberal
service.
state.
No, the service
industry. Yeah.
industry. And they're generally Democratic and liberal. So
and Trump has a good chance of winning it because he owns most of Nevada.
You know what I heard him say on the phone? They said he was almost quoted like the Godfather. He says, "I make him an offer he couldn't refuse."
Yeah. I give everybody a 5% increase in pay.
But then yesterday was the Democratic primary, which was interesting. I mean, Hillary, they both, Hillary clung to Barack Obama. Obama this, Obama that. She must have mentioned him like every other time she was talking.
Doesn't she know that Obama's not that well liked?
Well, don't forget she's addressing Democrats, and the Democrats like him. It's the Republicans that don't like him.
Yeah, but his numbers are down even with the Democrats.
No, they came up a little bit. It's in the mid-40s. But if anybody's out there, please give us a call at 516-336-8510. We'd love to hear from you.
And we had a couple of dropouts from the Republican Party.
That's true.
Fiorina.
I don't know how we're going to miss her, Carly Fiorina.
And Christie.
And Chris Christie.
Man, what a relief that was for Rubio. He was the happiest man there.
Yeah, bubbleboy. And how about that line about him when Christie said, you weren't even there to vote for your own bill. That's truancy. Taking them back to elementary school. That's truancy.
Yeah, he got him. Well, he backed up. It's not his bill anymore.
Well, look, they already said, one of the things they said was that, Christie right now at this point in the campaign, he's already $1 million in debt, So, he's got to pay. He and the Democratic Party have to pay that back. So, I don't know how much he does.
I don't know.
And not Democratic, Republican Party. But,
well, it's okay. He doesn't mind if the Democratic Party pays for it.
But you know what they said? They said if he had stayed in, come April, that whole Bridgegate case is going to be in the papers, because the hearings start. So he wouldn't have been able to campaign anyway.
Yeah, besides, he knew he could read the numbers. He's not He may be a bully, but he's not a stupid
He's not
bully.
stupid, not as stupid